Hello everybody, Andrew and Gray here for some more Heroes of the Storm. We're doing a quick match with random heroes again during the weekdays, and then at the weekend we're going to do a hero league or two. So we've skipped the waiting because we're in open beta weekend, weekend at the moment when I'm recording these. Everybody's playing Overwatch, so there's long queues. I'm playing Malfurion. We've got an Arthas, a Scara, Jaina and a Kel'Thas against a enemy Sonya, Murky, Falstad, Malfurion and a Jaina as well. Sky Temple. So we're going to have a temples activate at the top. No, not top and bottom. I'm thinking of Dragon Shrine. Sky Temple. So we're going to have basically Temple's going to activate at 3 points over the map. We have to stand in them for them to activate, and that's going to destroy enemy structures while we're stood in them. Alternatively, the enemy's going to stand in them and it's going to fire lasers at our structures in order to destroy them. We are up against a fairly bursty team. The enemy Malfurion's not selected anything. I think we're going to go damage rather than healing for a change. So we're going to increase Moonfire damage to non-heroic units. We do have a tank coming down bottom, thankfully, so we are getting a bit of help that way. So as a healer, my job is going to be, if I was speccing pure healing, to sit at the back. Well, that wasn't very nice, was it? So sit at the back and just heal my allies. I've also got the ability to do a little bit of damage and also utility to make people root in one place so they can't move. We'll go over our abilities in a moment once a bit of pressure has lifted from us here, and we'll just pop one of those down. So our Q ability as a heal is regrowth, and what will happen is basically we just cast that on a friendly player and like that, and they get a heal for a bit and then they get healed over time as well. We've also got our E ability there, which is entangling roots. What that basically does is sends out a little area on the floor where anybody who wants in there, enemy-wise or minion-wise I should say, gets rooted in one spot and can't move until it disappears. Our W, Moonfire, does do a very small circle on the ground, and that allows us to deal damage to whoever is caught in it. Our trait, D, is Innovate. What that allows us to do is give somebody else, like Q, will heal people for health. D will heal them for mana, essentially, so just mana over time. And I'm going to go for a little bit more of a damagey build. I usually play safe builds because I don't believe damage builds work overly well with Malfurion, but I want to be proven wrong. I think I don't really know what the rest of our team is doing at the moment. They're trying to contest mid and they shouldn't, because we are going to get into a heap load of trouble there, and I can't keep us all alive. I don't know why they were contesting mid when we had top locked down. If they'd come up to top, we could have got the last shots in that one as well. But there we go. We are going to spawn a treant when we cast Entangling Roots. We could have prevented that wipe as a team if we just stuck together and just all gone for a single shrine temple rather than split up and try and contest both at once. It won't work this early on, and it won't work because they have more damage dealing than we do. We've got a nice Murky in there.
So it shall be.
We'll just pester Murky a bit, because that's all Murky will do, is try and poke us a bit, really. just keep my eyes open. Don't know why we've got 3 of us down here. We should be laning really. Nobody's in mid lane, so I'm going to go up there and they can deal with this down here as they see fit. That's fine. I don't mind doing that. If they want to fight over bottom rather than soak, that is entirely up to them, but until level 10 we should really be in lanes getting the XPs from the kills. So we are going to go to increase our damage on entangling roots because we can, and we'll just pop that down there and do some damage. Okay, and bottom is activating, so we will go down there and help them out a bit. Okay. Throw out a heal to our Arthas. Okay, now I would imagine red are already in place. Our guys are still up at the top, and they shouldn't be because certainly the enemy can get down here rather quickly. Especially the Falstad, we should not have our people up at the top there. Jaina really needs to come down because Falstad can get here super quick with his fly ability. And we don't want that, we'll throw that down. We need to heal ourselves really so we don't die. So again, Jaina now finally making her way down to the bottom. Now we've had a couple of deaths. She's probably not seeing what was going on, and quite intent on laning. And she's wasted her journey time down the bottom, but we don't need to defend the bottom at all. There's no need to. So I'm going to go and push top. In fact, no I'm not. We're going to go mid and stop this Falstad from pushing any further. There's not a lot more I can do for him, I'm afraid. Jaina, for some reason, going in there, diving in deep. Don't know why. We are going to go for Twilight Dream. We're not going to go for any particular healing at the moment. We're overextended down there. Jaina and Malfurion look like they want to come up. No, they're staying down bottom, that's fine. We'll just throw that down and do some structure damage. There is a big fight going on down bottom, and I'm not entirely sure why. If we put the pressure on a different lane instead, we would be absolutely fine.
The land and I are one.
We are going to pop that down.
The wilds call out.
You can ping all you want, you're not really in much trouble if we're being honest. We will pop down a trident there.
It shall be done. You have forced my hand.
We'll just hit a D on there. And we just use our ultimate for no particular reason other than I suppose we could.
So it shall be. May elude.
Okay, we need to get out of here now because we are low on health and mana a little bit.
You have
We don't really want to overextend or push too much on this mid one if we can't hold it. Just chuck that out and see what we can do. That's fine, we'll just throw that behind us so they can't advance on us any further. not going to do any more up there, so we will retreat down to the bottom and stop this merc camp from doing any further damage. For our next talent, we are going to get Life Seed. Even though we're going for a damage, I do want to keep up our healing a little bit, and what better way than have a method where we don't really need to do any work. That's fine, that's an interesting move by Falstead there. How are we doing? Not great, but we are ahead on buildings, and we're only a portion of a level behind. Let's go and throw one of those out. Throw out a heal. We do have Murky up top here.
Killing spree.
That's fine, we'll just get rid of that.
As nature wills.
Murky's pufferfish, by the way, only takes 2 auto attacks to kill. It's not a true health bar. So it's purely based on the number of auto attacks it's received rather than an actual, it has this much. Well, just couldn't do that. We'll pop off a heal there. Okay, and we'll get out there and get some more health. Okay, managed to get off the ultimate just before to secure a kill on Falstad. Our next one, we are going to... we'll increase the area and duration of entangling roots. Why not? So which one are we going for? Mid or top, or we're going to split on both of them? I think we're going to go top. No, we're going to contest mid. Fine, we'll go and contest mid then. While I can play Malfurion, he's not my character of choice. We will put that there and we'll just W there. I agree, we do need to cash out. There's no point us contesting that mid. All we're going to do is lose bodies. We're going to lose experience through deaths. Yes, let's go. So all we need to do is get... and we just did our ultimate there, so we could take advantage of... and we'll just get out of here because there's no reason for us to stay, quite frankly. Throw out one of those up at the top, and we'll make sure that they can't come around this way.
In the name of Cenarius.
I don't quite know why we're continuing our fight up here, other than maybe just to get a few kills. And I am dead. There's no real reason for us to carry on the fight there, if I'm honest. Because we're going to get caught out like this. No, we're not going to reply. We could reply very easily that we're not overextending and we're not going by ourselves 1v3, but you know, positive attitude and all that, we won't let that spoil it. So that's all very well, but we do have a push happening up the top here.
Soon they shall. You have some skill. So
And we'll just pop that out to help clear with that wave. And we do need a wipe on that push at the top because we've got the mercenaries going in there, and we also have an unknown number of the enemy team here. 2. Absolutely fine. We need to be fighting on the actual thing. They're going to come round the side here. We'll throw out a heal. We'll also silence Sonya so she can't do anything. And we'll heal our Zag as well. We will throw out a treant there. And also obviously a root circle so they can't get in that way. And of course we get an advanced knowledge that they're coming, so we'll just throw another one down. We'll throw a D out on our Jaina, and I do see we have another talent, and we are going to increase the silence and add a slow. We're going to heal ourselves up a little bit, and then we are going to defend our mid lane. We need to defend this or else they've got a very good push to the middle. So we need to get rid of this mercenary push.
Protect our ally at all costs.
And we'll just spawn a treant there just to help out clear that wave. We need to mount up if we're going to get down here in time to help out, and we want to stay out of Sonya's view ideally. So we'll go this way. We will give Zag our heal, and we'll throw that down.
that was a kill.
And all that without a heal, so that was quite intensive. I think that heal helped us a little bit. Not the heal, the ultimate helped us a little bit there. Damage isn't great, is it? But let's face it, we're a healer primarily, and we're just forcing ourselves into a damage dealing role. I am not going to push with that. I'm going to go up and help take one of these temples, because that means that the enemy has to concentrate on one or the other.
So it shall be.
I would much rather get a temple than push the core. However, it looks like the friendly team is core pushing.
As nature wills.
We don't need to push the core at the moment.
As nature wills.
I'd really like some help down here, please, Arthas, if you don't mind. I can see what he's doing, just covering up how many of us there are here.
In the name of Cenarius.
Good game, I suppose. That was that. We managed to get it.
It's over now. Leave my domain.
How did we do? Lots of lip smacking from me today. Nom nom. 3 kills, 14 assists, 4 deaths, and when you look at the rest of the team, 4 deaths is pretty much in line. Did 53,000 siege damage, did top in there, only 24,000 hero damage, beating a tank and getting close to our Jaina, I suppose. Well, I'm just close by 10,000 off. Not an amazing amount of healing, more than the enemy Malf though, and a half decent amount of XP contribution. Our Malf on the enemy team going for a heal build, basically just really a standard heal. We went for increasing our Moonfire damage to non-heroic units by 100% with Moonburn. Then we Vengeful Roots, which spawn a treant that does 64 damage per second and lasts 10 seconds. Strangling Vines does 100% more damage on our route, and then we did a Twilight Dreamers on level 10, so after a short delay we deal 374 damage in a large area around us, silencing enemies, making them unable to use ability for 3 seconds. Also increases our mana regeneration by 1.5. Life Seed, so anyone near us will automatically get a heal over time, potion and regrowth, and that happens once every 20 seconds. Then our roots, we have a 25% larger area and last 25% longer, and roots targets for half a second longer. And then our increased Twilight Dream, which increases the duration by 4 seconds and slows enemies by 50% as well, which is really powerful. So that was it. That was Sky Temple with our Malfurion. As always, like, dislike, subscribe if you want. Let me know what you think. If you want to see more Hero League, if you want to see more randoms, if you want me to play a particular character, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.